Me.
The parent or the child?
The parent. The children are expected to be in bed. Well, I don't know. Knowing Morgan's probably colouring in my room.
I wouldn't be surprised that they're very tired. So.
Yeah. Well, Marky Boo's been swimming all week.
Ooh.
So he's a very tired boy at the moment. Swimming with school.
Fun. Spent all day yesterday doing laundry. Which is now attempting to dry.
Oh, hey Martin, how you going?
In the coldest fucking week.
I know, it's so fucking cold at
that
the
we've
moment.
had since I moved in.
It's so cold. I do not want to know what my electricity bill's going to be.
2 months, and for 2 months the weather is relatively nice. And as soon as I need to actually have to do the laundry, fucking freezing.
Yeah, but you know, let's be real here, Shah. Hey, how many weeks did you let the laundry go for?
Oh, I just said 2 months.
So 8 weeks.
No, technically 3. July. Oh, yeah, no, 2 months. Yeah. Technically, I did do some because I took some back to do at the farm. When I was driving back to do a load. But
you doing anything, Martin? You're working on anything new? Please tell me it's a new McMurdo. Not that I've read the last 2 yet. Shush. Don't judge me.
32. See, look, I'll take what we've got over that because I hate the heat.
Oh, it's 32 degrees. Fuck, I love that temperature.
See, even that's too hot for me.
No. You know what? My body core temperature is so high at the moment. I actually ended up waking up in the middle of last night with no blanket. I've got a cooling blanket. I'd even tossed the cooling blanket off. Okay, so tell me I'm perimenopausal without telling me I'm perimenopausal. But I love the heat. I've always loved the heat. Oh, see, okay. A little known fact about me, Martin, is I nearly moved to Darwin. I nearly moved to live in Darwin, which is probably the most humid and hot CBD in Australia. So yeah, yes. I also do like the cold to a degree as well. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't really prefer one over the other. It does come down to my mentality at the time. But in saying that,
I'm just not enjoying the humidity in my own flat from laundry drying today. So
yeah. But look, let's be honest though. When you're not used to it, 32 degrees feels like 50 degrees. Let's be honest.
I think 32 degrees is not a fixed point either, because it can be 32 degrees in Adelaide and it's like fucking dying. 32 degrees in Melbourne is quite pleasant.
And 32 degrees in Darwin is a nice, cool summer's day. You know, it's completely different.
I guess when you're acclimatized to it.
I mean, I've seen people. I have seen people. My uncle lives in the Northern Territory. I have seen him in the middle of summer here in Melbourne in a jumper because he's so used to a much higher sort of situation. Yeah, so it's relative. It is relative.
Sure.
Oh, is that
been like 10 degrees here today. Fucking cold.
So,
and running the heater helps a little bit, but because the clothes are drying, it's making the windows steam up.
When I lived in south of France, mid-30s was a delight. Yeah, we've not had rain here for about 3 months. Ooh. Hey, look, to be honest, I think Melbourneites have more in common with the Brits than some other areas of Australia, because we know 3 seasons in one day is entirely possible.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
So having an umbrella, a wind cheater, and a raincoat in your bag at any given time is actually just smart for Melbourne.
That's just good planning ahead for a regular day.
Yes. So I can't argue if someone is touting that around.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on, what have I done wrong here? Okay. So I had a bit of a silly idea for this fluff.
Mm-hmm.
I bought this spindle about 10 years ago before I had any interest in spinning. I was just curious because it was 3D printed at the time. But I just think the fins fiber that I bought would be really good. Because it spins so thin. It's so lovely. Anyway. But that was my stupid idea for the night.
I'm waiting for...
I'm currently outlining the final McMurdo. Ooh, yay!
Yay! Then Renee can binge read them all once it's out. Once the whole series is out.
No. I want to enjoy them. I've also got to get my own fucking bloody things done. Let's just not discuss that.
Yeah, I was looking up bookshops today, and one of the ones near me is definitely indie, but they're also a publishing and print. And so I was like,
oh, what's their name? Don't say Flat Chat Press.
No, it's not. It's not. I don't know whether they're a vanity press or not, so I'm gonna go check out the bookshop. They're like an art space as well, apparently, according to their listing. They're like, so they have like events and stuff in there, I think.
Oh, cool.
What are they called? Perimeter Books, I think it's called, and I think the imprint is something like Perimeter Press, maybe. They seem
Perimeter Press. Never heard of them.
Well, they're definitely indie.
Or not indie. I call them more small publishing. Because to me, indie is like individuals.
Indie in terms of the bookshop section, they're definitely indie.
Yeah.
And they,
sorry, what was their name?
They sell indie books as well.
What was their name?
Perimeter Books, I think it's called. I couldn't get a good read on the vibe based purely off the website and stuff. It could be great, or it could be one of those ones that's like really pretentious. I couldn't get a vibe of which way it was going, so I'm gonna go in and see.
But Martin,
I could have run them to do the order that I wanted to do, but I didn't want to make an order there if I went in the shop and then didn't like it. So I was like, well, I'm gonna go into the shop first, and then if I like the shop, then I'll see if they can order in the book that I want. But also, because they're so indie focused, I don't know whether they would want to order in the stuff that I actually want to order or not. I know I can definitely get some of the stuff that I want at Minotaur in the city, because they do comic books. And so if I go in to get the comic book stuff that I want from them, I might see if they order they can get the other Critical Role books as well. Like the just general fiction stuff. Because I got the audiobook version of the one that was released today.
I really like their editions. Like, you know when they have like their own editions? Yeah, they're like that real sort of arty, literature-based sort of stuff. 1,000 words, A magazine. Okay,
I think they had a note on the website about something to do with submissions, not being
Specialized
open.
bookstore, award-winning publisher, we're a Dungey people of colour nation, traditional land is the land we operate. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, promotes
Yeah, sounds pretty good.
independent by edits and designs. Oh, they got some designs. Art theory, text, more lateral ends of design and architecture. So they're very arty based.
Yeah. Which is why I'm like, the stuff I want to order is very niche and created by very arty people, but I don't know if it's the same type of arty people. And it's also available on Amazon, but I fucking hate Amazon, so if I can avoid it, I don't want to order it from Amazon. But Amazon for Australia has a paperback version, which doesn't seem to be available anywhere else. So I'm wondering if I go in store, if there'll be a paperback available for the bookstores to order through like Ingram or something.
They might be. So if they have a link to Ingram, you should be able to get their stuff, like get the stuff that you want.
Yeah, well, it will depend whether that's the case or not. Otherwise, I might just have to get it on Amazon. They are.
I mean, the other place to try is World of
wide.
Books. You might end up getting a second edition copy, like a second-hand copy, but
if it is on World of Books, it won't be for at least a couple months because it was a release today, so there won't be any second-hand copies yet. It is published wide, so it's released through a whole lot of bookstores, but all of the links on their site that link to different sellers are all US based and none of them have Australian availability. So the only options to get it in Australia online is through Amazon or through paying an exorbitant amount through one of the other bookstore sites that will ship internationally. But Amazon,
hang on, give me a second.
Through Amazon Australia.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm plugging in my back-end team of authors that have existed in the Melbourne scene for a long time and actually know these artsy peoples. Hey guys.
It does look like quite a cool spot. And it's probably like a 30-minute walk from my place. It's about a 10-minute drive in peak traffic, so it's not far from the Aldi I go to actually, so I might go next time I do.
Oh, it's not far from nothing.
Try and get out earlier in the day.
I've sent the call out. Tomorrow, let's see if they come back. Yeah, look, I was going to say,
also, if any of them know of good indie
the speed of Malcolm,
in Preston area.
Yeah, the speed of Malcolm cannot be any slower, like honestly, than the speed of me at the moment.
Hey, I've got something that's slower than both of you. I've got something that's slower than both of you. The speed of me.
And as someone who has read your work, you need to fucking finish it.
Yeah, look, I need to just finish the one shot I'm working on at the moment. That would be a start. Look, when it comes to the very specific speed of writing and publishing books, it's at a standstill. When it comes to the speed of consumption of Critical Role media, it's probably
past the light speed barrier. I can't sprint at the moment. I honestly can't. I'm still in the middle of checking my manuscript line by line to make sure it's not corrupted. Like, because I had to go back and find an old version. Yeah, I'm still doing that, and I just don't have the brain power for it at the moment. But yeah, you know what? This is not working. I cannot do this. I need my spinning wheel. How sad is that? I can't fucking use a bloody spindle.
I feel like it's a lot of dexterity.
It is, and I just don't have it at the moment. Like, my hands are still bloody sore all the time. I mean,
it'd be easier when you have the muscle memory, I presume.
Yeah, but I don't have it, and it's probably too light, to be honest. I probably need a heavier one to start.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was just a little plastic thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's 3D printed, so it's PET or PVA. Not sure which.
Well, PVA is glue. Yeah. Is that also a plastic type?
Oh, not PVA. I mean, what's the plastic we used to print with in our 3D printer? PLA. I was close.
PLA.
Mm.
Yeah, I was thinking I hadn't heard of that plastic type.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sure there's something similar.
Yeah. That's better. It is rather scary how much better I am at spinning lace weight on this fucking thing.
Mm.
Oh. Helps if I put my tension on.
Earlier in the day.
Oh, I've got to do that tomorrow with 2 kids and a husband.
Getting there, and half the stuff that I want is sold out for the day. Not restocked yet. It's a pain.
Why are you not uptaking?
But I've got to go out for an appointment in the morning. So maybe once that's done, I'll walk down to the bookshop.
Yeah, just get an idea of the vibe of it. Yeah. Okay.
There's a couple of second-hand bookstores around as well.
Yeah, I think the one I remember is a second-hand store. So it was like it's on the opposite side to where you are, that further down, opposite a pub. And also opposite what used to be I don't know if it still is, a sewing shop that actually, or craft shop sort of place, boutique store that actually used to do sewing lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There
what suburb was that in?
It was further down than you, so it wasn't Westgarth, but it was sort of in between. But it was on the main road. That's further
out of the city, right?
Yeah. No. Go to your main road, Preston Road, or whatever it's called. The main road.
Mm-hmm.
And then head towards the city.
Mm-hmm.
And it's down there somewhere before Westgarth. It's definitely before Westgarth. It's before the hill that goes down to Westgarth. But there was a pub, there was a second-hand store, there was the sewing place, and then there was also the yarn store.
Okay. I did see a second-hand
store. The yarn store was expensive.
On the list today. I didn't look up what was next to it,
though.
One of the ones that was recommended has closed down.
Ooh.
That was a place called Alice's.
That might have been it, actually. Oh, I'm terrible with names. I'm so terrible with names.
It was floor-to-ceiling bookshelves and clutter and everything from the pictures.
Oh, yeah. Well, there was that one we found in where was it? It was halfway through the city from workshopping.
Yeah. I remember what the area looks like, but I don't remember what it was called.
Yeah, where I got the first edition of Story.
Though, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it was technically an op shop, but remember,
I saw it on Facebook. Book section.
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook Marketplace, and I literally saw a photo showing like a hardcover edition of Story, and I went, I have to try.
Yeah.
And what did I get? I got a first edition of Story. I was very, very happy.
Yeah, I remember the shop, but I don't remember exactly where it was.
Yeah, they had those remember how they gave us, like, because we bought enough, they gave us those free bags too? I've still got that bag.
That's right.
Mark keeps stealing that shopping bag from me because he uses it to take toys to school. Oh.
I showed you that Minions cup I got the other day, didn't I?
Yes.
I kept it.
I just love what the
Whoever
creator
designed this
said.
knows
Did you
what they
hear
were
what the
doing.
creator said? The creator of Minions said about the Minions? The reason why there's no
What
women?
did they say?
He said the reason there's no women Minions is because he can't imagine a woman being that stupid. I thought that was cold.
That is exceptionally valid.
Yeah. So
Did
like,
I send
he
you that
can't be
meme the other
accused. He
day?
can't
I
be
think I sent
accused
it to
of
someone
lack of
else.
diversity, can he? Yeah, I think I'm
It's
gonna
very
be.
intentional diversity selection, that's for sure. Did I don't think I did send you the meme. I think I sent it to Sage instead. Oh no, I sent it into the COD Squad Discord. It's an X-Men meme from Tumblr. And it said, Magneto, are you interested in joining my team of mutants fighting for the end of mutant oppression? A mutant. Sure, what's it called? Magneto, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Mutant. Why is it called that? And then someone underneath had commented saying, like you all wouldn't be hyped as fuck to join a gay rights club called the Brotherhood of Evil Gays. And someone else replied being, this is an exceptionally valid point. That's so right.
Oh dear, I love it. I saw a podcast. Like a clip from a podcast today about the census. It was I can't even think of the name of the podcast, but they were talking about like how many people they actually think that are going to click the gay or LGBTQ. And one of the guys said it's going to be lower than I think it really is, because I think there's going to be a lot of people that don't want to declare it. And it's like, yeah, that's fair. That is so fair.
There's going to be people who aren't safe to declare it, even if it's supposedly de-identified. And that was something I debated about. Because, like, it's a
Do you really want it? Yeah.
Well, it's a real debate
because it's the census.
Potential
I mean,
safety,
it really is.
but also potential funding for resources.
Well, what we did was when it came to the kids, like it said, because are you happy for the kids' data to be like released under their name? And I just said no, because I don't have a problem with the census, but I don't know what data collection and data usage is going to be like in 10, 20 years. I don't want my kids like fucked over by the system at all, because, you know, I ticked yes, they can link their data. Like they'll just be named like child 1 and child 2 or something, I think, in the paperwork, in the data collection. But yeah, it's
and it's not like the old censuses that you see on Ancestry shows or whatever, where it's just the name and everything handwritten into a ledger.
Oh, come on. Even the ones we used to do 20 years ago were completely different. They were paper. All you had to worry about was, it was like when you voted via voted via mail. You just like, because the outside of the envelope is your registration, so you could say yes. And then the inside is, if you chose to put your details, you could put your details, but if you didn't choose, it wasn't going to be a big issue. You know, and now it's like, well, because we did ours all online on Sunday, because, you know, they say if you know where you're going to be, by all means do it. And we're like, yeah, fuck, I'm not dealing with the crash that comes on Tuesday night. In their credit, I have not heard of a crash. So the system must have handled, you know, most of Australia plugging in to do it before the 12:01 deadline. All those undiagnosed ADHDers.
I would hope that for the census they would have a more robust system than for the ADHD Royal Commission.
Oh. No. More robust than the NDIS one, because they don't want that feedback.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I get so angry. Because I am the parent of 2 children who are beneficiaries of the NDIS system at the moment. And I guess we can find out whether or not number 2 has any future in the NDIS tomorrow. Hopefully we get her diagnosis tomorrow. Cross your fingers for me. I am really scared that she will be not diagnosed, considering that she is not dangling things between her legs. Because sorry, I said that to her. I said that to her carer today, and I just saw she's a lovely lady, but she's
It
Indian
coincided
heritage.
with when I bit into a very too hot piece of pasta, and so the almost spit take was genuine for 2 different reasons.
But it's true, isn't it? The misogyny in diagnosis for ADHD and autism is so horrendous. And it's one of the reasons why we have to actually travel further for her appointments than we did Mark, because she needed to go somewhere where they specialized in girls, like effectively. But not specialized, but at least had experts that, you know, could be consulted.
Yeah,
yeah.
More experience.
But you're just hearing like there's this clip been going around of this lovely young lady. She spoke so well at the commission, and she's literally said, "I'm suffering." The one where I think I shared it to the chat, where she said, "I'm suffering from malnutrition now because they've cut my hours and I don't have access to good food. Like I can't cook for myself, and you guys are cutting my care worker hours, and I can't even leave my own house without assistance because there's a step which the NDIS will not fund a ramp for, so I can't get out of the house without assistance." And it's like if we didn't have funding, I would not have specialist care for the kids, which means that I would not be working because I could not deal with these kids. Like, these kids would abscond from school, from childcare. They would not stay there. So, like, the specialist care works. Like, the improvements we've seen in Mark in the last couple of months is insane. Mental health wise, I mean, food wise, I'm not discussing food wise, but yeah. So like I can see the results every day, and here I am getting like, no, you know, they're talking about how they're just going to cut participants. They're not going to go after the actual fraud. No, they're just going to cut participants.
They're going to waste so much money on enforcement that could have just gone to approving everyone's claims.
Well, the stupid thing is, well, not stupid, but the real nasty thing is actually in the bill. There's a thing for the health minister to just decide to cut funding up to 99% for NDIS streams. So, you know, your care stream, your improvement of daily life, all those sort of different streams that they have. They've got these different categories. The health minister can just come in one day and just say, you know what? We don't need that. Just cut that by 99%. Then every person on that particular stream loses 99% of their funding.
I think the health minister needs to be reminded that we could bring back guillotines.
I love that thing from Salem.
My friend at the moment has a show in Fringe called,
oh my god,
what is it? Guillotine or a Modern Proposal? Their poster, and this is brilliant. Their poster is just white background, black text, and it just says.
It was actually funny because I was talking to the receptionist at our childcare the other day, and she sort of said, "Oh, you're pretty like open and pretty like lefty." So I went, "Honey, I was never more radical than since I've had my kids, because I am so fed up with the system. I have seen it firsthand how they treat mothers in the hospitals. And hey, we have good healthcare here in Australia, but the misogyny built into the system is insane. We had an issue with my health because I've had bulge discs in my lower spine for 15 years now. They're technically healed, but they're still a weak spot. And when my stomach blew out because I was pregnant, I lost all the muscle control, which was protecting my lower spine. I could barely walk. Yet I was still expected to work full time. I was still expected to attend all my appointments. I was still expected to do all this stuff. And I'm like, I can barely get myself dressed in the morning. And then what they do, like this is what they do. They send you to a healthy eating session, right? Which is fair. Okay, I get it. You know, not everyone knows how to look after themselves fantastically. So they send all these pregnant mums to go sit in a room and get lectured about healthy eating, which I might remind people is all based on the male body, about, you know, not eating too much in the way of rice, you know, and not eating this and all that, and and you know, keeping your carbs low and trying to eat, like, you know, complex carbohydrate, all that stuff, right? And we get to the end of it, and the lady says, anyone who thinks that they've already done all this and they need further help, please stay. And I didn't move. And she's like, oh, so, you know, what's going on? I said, well, I had two bulge discs in my lower spine about 10 years ago, because this is, you know, see, before Mark was born. And I said, and since my belly's popped, I no longer have the strength in my belly to keep my core stable. I just needed exercises from, like, a what are they called? Pilates instructor. That's literally all I needed was, what exercises do I do to strengthen my back again? You know, that's all I needed. Like, and she went, oh, is that all you're after? I'm like, why the fuck am I here? She goes, oh, okay, here's some paperwork. Go wait in that line. So I had to sit through this, like, 3-hour presentation because I obviously didn't know how to look after myself. I just couldn't. I'm just like, and it's not their fault. They're just following procedure. Like, you know, they're honestly just following procedure. So it's not the person on the floor's fault, but it's just, oh, and then, like, you know, and one of my biggest fears at the moment is, and I'm worried about it because they've taken so long for Morgan to get her diagnosed. She's not presenting as badly as she was 6 months ago, because we've done so much in the way of work with her and concessions with her. So, you know, at the end of the day, are they going to turn around and say, oh, well, she doesn't need help, and then in 6 months' time, when she has to go to school, she has a complete crash out?
And by that time, you've changed the system, she can't get onto NDIS.
Correct. Well, see, we don't necessarily have that worry because Mark is actually a higher level than what the levels they're proposing to drop off. But the levels for the kids that they're proposing to drop off, those kids will still harm themselves if they're not given the help. Like, the anxiety in them is insane. So yeah, but
yeah,
I
just think it's incredibly irresponsible for them to announce such a massive change without having put any thought into the replacement system that they're supposedly going to replace it with, and without it's so evident that they've set a deadline before they've actually talked to the people who will be supposedly designing the system that's going to replace it, to get an idea of how much work it's going to be to create, and they're severely underestimating it.
But every one of them, in the Royal Commission. Well, see, that's the thing though, like, because they did do that originally, and then they had such a response to the original meetings, they actually extended the deadline. So that's fine. But then, and then on top of that though, like, sorry, David's talking in the background, it's distracting me. And he's actually talking on the phone, but anyway. But at the same time, like, the changes themselves, not only just the changes are currently harmful, the unintended consequences of the power, like the power with the minister and other things, none of it fixes the fraud. None of it fixes the fraud that's actually there, that people know exists, that is documented. Like, the people that charge for 5 hours worth of cleaning, they rock up for half an hour, sweep a few things and walk away. But they think that because the participant is bedridden, they're not going to get caught. You know?
Or they just don't care.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
They've created a system where the disabled people who are meant to be receiving support are so often gaslit, invalidated, and not listened to, that why would they listen to them about the carer who's not showing up to do their job anyway?
Yeah. And it's like my one of the specialists that I deal with for both the kids. So we've been very, very lucky and had spaces with a speech therapist and an OT and a psychiatrist clinic at the same place for the kids. So we've been very, very lucky there. So they're actually double treating the kids. So they know the family situation and they can sort of play one off the other sort of thing a little bit. And like they've turned around to me and they've gone, oh, I have seen fraud. I've seen, people like have a few sessions and then just disappear and don't pay their bill. My instant thought was did they lose their funding? Because it's been known to happen that these poor people have just lost their funding. But yeah, like, and then like you got this other situation where, like, I know we both follow her because I see you like her videos sometimes. She talks a lot about disabled stuff. Sorry? Yeah, I love her. She's great.
Musician one. Yeah.
Yes,
I don't remember what her name is, but
I don't remember her handle. No, she's awesome though. And she's very I always share her shit because she's so articulate about the situations, including the shit about being with Centrelink, the partner income issue. Like, we're in that situation now. Like, I've had to lose so many hours at work, at a job I really actually genuinely enjoy and want to go to, but I've had to lose so many hours because I can't take Mark to before and after school care. He cannot handle it. The transitions are just too much. So he doesn't have my support or Mark or Dad's support to go from, to go from morning care to school. Like, that's the big transitional problem. And so I've had to give up full-time work, and then I've had to give up days because we had to pull Morgan out 2 days out of every 5 because she was not coping 5 days a week. So, like, I have gone from full-time hours to 15 hours a week. I've got very, very little, and I have so much time off of those 15 hours. It's insane. I have no leave. I have no sick leave, no holiday leave, nothing banked, which means that come Christmas this year, there's going to be 2 or 3 weeks where I get no pay at all. And I cannot go to Centrelink. I'm eligible for the Centrelink payment, but I cannot get it because my husband earns too much. Bear in mind, he's a security guard. He earns base level pay, and it's apparently too much for me to get any payment. Well, okay, it's too much for me to get payment whilst I'm working. I have to leave my job completely to get something. And even then, it won't be a full replacement for the job I'm walking away from. A job I enjoy, a job that keeps my brain active, and a job that challenges me. And I have to walk away from that so I could get literally a little bit of extra pay. It's insane.
It's fucked. I kept seeing last week talk about how I think it was the Reserve Bank wants the unemployment rate to rise to deal with inflation and interest rates and stuff.
We just need to tax gas. We just need to tax the gas company.
It's the worst way of fixing the issue that won't actually fix the issue. But that's what they want, right? They want more unemployed people, and yet we treat unemployed people like absolute garbage and don't give them enough to actually survive on.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's insane. It is utterly insane. And it's just, what do you do? Like, there's not much more you can do. Like, I have had this conversation multiple times with Centrelink over the last 12 months. I have lost so many hours that, like, it is actually, we struggle to pay. And it's not my boss's fault that I've lost hours. Like, I just lost hours because of the capacity of my kids. It's not my husband's fault that I've lost hours. Like, he wants me to go to work, because he knows I enjoy it. But at the end of the day, there's no balance. Like I'm either working or I'm caring with it, or I've got the kids around me. Like I am so burnt out. I won't lie. I sat here for about 2 hours tonight and just doom scrolled. You would know because you saw all the things I shared. Because I'm so just brain dead after I get home.
I was like that when I was at my old job, just from trying to work a basic part-time job. I'd get home exhausted.
Well, I actually saw just literally. I was going to share it with you, but I didn't have time because we literally were logging on. But I literally saw a reel of someone saying, "Is anyone else scared that they will go through the process of unmasking just to find that they need more help than society's willing to give?" And I'm like, you know what? Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, the thing I've had to deal with is skill regression, and not necessarily lack of skill, but lack of being able to complete the same level of skill in the same time frame, because I was relying so much on cortisol to complete stuff on time.
Throw having kids into that mix, and you've got me. I've got a house. Okay, now when we first bought this house, I literally said to the salesperson, I only want 2 toilets. And he looked at me strangely. He was a lovely guy, but he looked at me strangely. And I said, I don't want to clean more than 2 toilets. I want to live my life. I just want to be able to clean the house in half a day, like get up on Saturday morning, do the food shop, come home, clean the house like I used to do with my little unit. Maybe have David's help, which, he's fantastic. He helps. We do everything. We get it all done and we walk away. I cannot tell you at this point in time, I cannot tell you the last time we cleaned the toilets. We cleaned the toilet seat, but I cannot tell you the last time I scrubbed the fucking floors in the bathrooms, because we get halfway through our cleaning day and we both fry out. I'm just like, I am so burnt out and I don't get any break. I woke up at 3:00 this morning thinking I heard one of the kids screaming for mum. So I ended up getting out of bed, going to check them. They're both dead to the world. Absolutely flat out for sleep. But obviously something in my unconscious is so fried out. I'm just like, gotta check, because I couldn't go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Gets better. I gotta say it quietly because if he hears me, he'll get embarrassed. Woke up at about 4:30 this morning and went and checked out security cameras because he'd had a dream that his car had been stolen. That's the level of anxiety in our house.
Yeah, that's a very reasonable response, to be honest.
I mean, but the fact that the dream occurred tells me that the stress behind things is just nuts at the moment.
It's not good.
Yeah. I mean, one wasn't even a stress dream. I was already awake because perimenopause, and I just thought I heard, but yeah. Cats have taken to checking on you at 4 a.m. Oh, look, I don't have to worry about that because I usually have one crotch demon and one cat, usually around about here at any given time when I'm in the bed. Like, I can be up all. I have recently been doom scrolling to like 5:00 in the morning some nights, and I literally would be doing this, and I'll look over and there's like a nose here. Mum, what you doing? It's stressful at the moment. But I do hope that I get some closure tomorrow with some sort of situation. I think that's part of my problem. I just want her to have her diagnosis so we can, okay, cool. That's what we're dealing with. Let's move on with life, sort of thing. It's just
you want to be able to like get on with it.
Well, I sort of got the impression that the pediatrician we spoke to in January screwed up. I do kind of get the impression, like, because they never say anything because they don't want to be sued.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're not going to admit it.
I would also suggest writing instead of doom scrolling, but I don't have the brain power. I really don't.
The problem with this is that I do this and I read until 7 a.m.
Been there, done that. Yes. Yes.
All it takes
I
is
will
one
eventually
good
finish the march.
fanfic, and then you're reading until you literally pass out at 7 in the morning.
Well, I've done that thing where I've been reading, and I won't lie. I've done that thing where I've been lying in bed reading lights out because I've got my e-reader, so I can read. It's e-ink, so I can read without it, but it's backlit. And I've literally heard David's alarm go off, and I've gone, oops. It's like, oh,
it reminds me of a long time ago when I was in high school, and I got the DVDs for Merlin from the library one weekend.
Oh, Merlin, yeah, I fucking love that.
And Dad went to bed, but his bedroom is like the caravan outside, so he'd gone to bed, and I was watching Merlin on the telly. I had all the DVDs, and I must have binged through the entire season, because next thing I know, I look out the kitchen window and the sun is rising, and I was like, oh no.
I was famous when I was doing professional writing and editing at NMIT. I was famous for writing 10 to 12K words in a day. And they couldn't understand how I managed it. And I went, you know what I didn't do? And they went, what? I said, I didn't sleep.
Didn't sleep?
It was like, this was before I had was I working at that point? There you go. Yes, I was still working. I was still working at the MCG, so kitchen attendant, scrubbing dishes.
Yeah.
You would think I'd be good at scrubbing dishes by now. I'm still not good at it. But like,
it's a skill
I got home. I remember I got home from like an afternoon game, so it would have been about 5-6 o'clock on a Saturday night, and I was living at home at the time, so Mum cooked dinner. I didn't have to worry about cleaning house or cooking or any of that sort of shit. I do not know how much coffee I consumed. All I remember is Mum coming in the next day and going, "Did you sleep?" And I'm like, "Is it morning? Is it morning? Oops.
Is it morning?" Yeah.
Oh dear. But yes, because I grew up in Eltham. The bird song at dawn is actually really, really nice.
Yeah, that's valid.
But yeah. Oh god.
Oh
yes,
dear.
but no. The shit we do.
Yeah.
Oh look, I actually wish. I was thinking about this the other day, thinking if I'm going to be insomniac, which I have been quite a lot the last few months, and we know it's due to stress. But if I'm going to be that insomniac, why can't I just get up and write or get up and read whilst I'm insomniac? The problem is I don't have the energy to do it.
You got an empty well.
Yeah, I just want to. Yeah. I want to sleep, but I'm just lying there. You know. Tell me you burn out without telling me you burn out. Honestly, yeah.
Right.
What do we do? What do we do? But we'll get through it. I am slowly working on my book. Just not working as fast as I really would like to.
I'm not.
I always like the idea of staying up and writing through the night, but after about 9, I'm useless. Look, mate, me too. There's nothing but okay. I was actually just like I was listening to. I don't know if you guys know. Is it Dove Jones? Is that his channel? He does like little 15-20 minute commentary videos, like mainly about BookTube and things like that. But I was listening to one of his more recent ones on the way home from work today, and he was talking about how, like he would he was talking about how, like, you know, the algorithms rot in our brains and that sort of shit. And he's like, I do it too. I watch stupid shows and that. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, and he said something about watching people throw out books is like is brain rot. I'm like, I like my unhaul videos. Thank you very much. That is my comfort video.
That's people not the brain rot when you said throw out books. I was thinking of that, you know, the AI harvesting that's going on. Where
that's not throwing out books. That is removing books from circulation, so only they have access to data. That's not throwing up. No, but the unhauling, like, because at the moment, unhauling books, watching those shows about Japanese like foodie restaurants where they like do like specialize in one meal. And what's the other one? Oh, camping in cars. You know, the car camping like group of people. They're like my comfort videos. So I come home, I put that on in the background, and then I just doom scroll for like 3 whilst I'm still looking after the kids. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm still making sure they're fed. I'm making sure they've got something to, they're doing their stuff or getting changed or whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm not doing anything valuable for life. I'm just like, oh.
Yeah.
But I do love. I've really, really taken to watching. Have you seen the Japanese mini camper vans? They're so cute.
I've seen.
They're the little tiny, tiny vans. Like you and me, we would not fit in these vans. Like we would not be able to lie straight in these vans. They're so small. But
I've seen
they don't.
the tiny
They outfit
car
them.
that converts into a camper. But that's about
Oh,
it.
that one's cute too. But no, but what people are doing, like in Japan, they don't convert the van, like they don't turn it into like a home away from home because they're just camping it on the weekends. So they're not living in it. But the little things they do, so they've got like little shelves and they do like little packages and so they like pull like it's so cute what they do and the way they like set up their bed and that like it's all temporary shit. Like they can pull everything out and sell the car and it's a car. But it's just I just get so obsessed with watching them. Yes, the woodland cabins, they're fun too. But no, I really like the van life shit. But these ones though, they tend not to have words. They tend to just be like a rainy weekend camping in Japan's forest or something, and they just take their car, they park, they just take videos of them cooking, walking down the local track, the rain hitting the windows. Yeah, it's really soothing.
I like those ones that's it might be similar to what you talked about, but it's like the process sort of ASMR-ish cooking process of like all of the okonomiyaki and stuff like in Japan, like Japanese restaurant stuff, where it just goes through all of the food prep and like all of the prep in the morning from the restaurant and then through cooking everything.
Like they're like Japanese food something is like the channel name. Like there's a few
like
channels, but they literally just and they just say, why is this? They just say the shop that is famous for its like fried noodles was the one I watched today. Like fried rice. Sorry, not fried noodles. The why does everyone love these fried rice? And you just see the guy come in or the owner come in. They start prep work. You just watch them doing what they do all day, and the guy that's doing the recording calls himself something like the. Anyway,
yeah,
but
I don't know. The
and
ones
it's
I've
just
watched on in English, and I don't bother like putting subtitles on or anything.
I read the subtitles,
Great
but the guy, yeah, but it's just lovely to watch them, and I've learned so much in the way of cooking eggs from those guys. I fucking love the way the Japanese cook their eggs. I literally want to get one of those trays that have the square tray thing that you can make the rolled egg. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
I
never make my omelets the same way after watching these.
Also, have you seen the rug cleaning videos?
I went on a binge on them about 6 months ago. Them and the garden cleaners. Them and the backyard cleaners. The guys that come out and do in America mainly, where they clean the backyards and the yards for free. No, where they cut all
the lawn care, yeah.
The lawn guys, yeah. Because and just the amount of times the neighbours are so angry that they're fixing it. It's insane. Like the amount of times that you see, I was stopped by the neighbour because he didn't want me to finish. And I'm like, well, hang on, the owners asked me to do this. What is it your problem? And they call the cops on them and everything. I've seen a few because they got really bad. Well, they also got really weird body corporates over there. So, like, a few times I've been watching it, and
insane.
Like, I've encountered some decent ones here in Australia simply because the nature of the business I work for, we sometimes have people in apartment buildings contact us for the blinds we make. And we send them the samples and they ring me and they say, oh, the body corporate won't let me have this color. I have to have that color. And it's like, fuck, it's your own house. You own it.
That. Yeah.
Drives me nuts.
Yeah. The building where I was living last year, my friend who owns the apartment had such a headache with them because they've got all this money in their slush fund, but they won't fix the buttons on the fucking elevator, so it always keeps getting jammed. Or they won't do this or they won't do that, and they're just fucking, it's like pulling hen's teeth trying to get them to fix anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, the elevator, they had some bullshit excuse of like, oh, well, because it's an old elevator, we can't get the parts to fix the broken button. That's the reason that it keeps jamming.
Oh, that's bullshit.
It's complete bullshit.
Then
it's like
replace them. Replace the panel.
Replace the entire panel with a new like. I've done basic electronics. It can't be that difficult. And the reason that the lift kept getting stuck was because something was going wrong in the control panel on one of the floors where the button was, faulty, and so it would go up to that floor and get stuck there. And then
elevator or lift, it's completely interchangeable. We just use both.
We say both. Same as we say chips for chips and chips for chips and chips for chips and chips for chips.
Yeah. We've got wood chips, potato chips, deep fried chips, and
hot chips.
What's the other
chip?
Chips? Hot chips. Yeah.
Yeah.
And oven baked chips.
Yeah.
And loaded chips.
Easy way to confuse both Americans and Brits is to refer to chips.
Fun fact, the lifts on the Titanic were labelled as elevators. David probably knew that. I did not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well then. Oh dear, I think I want a snack. Yeah, the channel I've got is called Japanese Noodles Ondon Soma Hishoma Okama. And it's at Ondon Soba Hiroshima. It's probably like they probably grab other people's shit and redo it, but I haven't found the original.
You never know.
Well, it could be genuine. I don't know. I don't care. I watch so many of them.
I'm not far enough in that world to know who's who.
Neither am I. It's just every time I watch them doing their fluffy eggs, and I'm so jealous.
Oh yeah. Have you seen that clip of Gordon Ramsay and his son disagreeing over scrambled eggs?
I fucking love that. I love that so much.
He's like, no, but I like mine diner style, and Gordon is so appalled.
He's like, yeah, but you're the chef. I just fucking like my eggs.
Yeah, and he's like, well, this is why I don't want to be a chef. But just wait until you die, and I'll do what I want.
There's a second clip, I think, from the same episode where they do like a cook Nana's like special meal or something, some lasagna or something, and he does a better job than his dad. His dad's potatoes are like still half cooked or something. I'm just like, oh, that's gold. That is gold.
Yeah. Did you see that thing on the Princess Freeway? Was it Princess Freeway or Highway the other day?
Oh, the potholes.
The pothole caused damage to so many cars. It caused a massive traffic pileup because they're all pulled over with damaged rims.
Yeah. Yeah, because the potholes are so ridiculous. I know after that, a pothole I've had to deal with for the last like 4 years where I've worked at this current company that I work at was finally filled in.
Yeah. How much threat of lawsuits over damage caused by the roads?
Well, see, it's also too
Delays
though the insurance
does it take?
because the companies will the drivers will just go to the insurance companies and just say, "Hey, this happened, fix it,"
Yeah,
and it's the insurance companies that will get on the asses of the councils.
as they should.
Mm.
I hope the insurance companies send the bill to whatever council didn't fix the potholes.
Yeah. Well, hang on, the
And
princess.
they can be
That
pretty
might
good at
even
other
be.
stuff. Like out in our local, out at the farm, there's a blind corner at the bottom of a very steep hill that had a mirror up, and there was a big storm went through and the mirror fell off, got knocked down or something, or maybe a car hit it and knocked it down. I don't know. But I rang up and reported it, and the next week there was a new one up there. So I had to ring
look, to be honest, they're usually
people to
pretty
get onto
good.
the right people. But yeah,
but also too, they've got those apps now where you can report that shit, which is always good.
Yeah, it was useful. I think I rang the council, and then the council was like, "Oh, that's Vic Roads you need to talk to," but they also were able to then take that off my hands and deal with Vic Roads, so I didn't have to. I just gave them the specific location details of where it was, which was very easy because it was an intersection of two roads. And they put the report in. And I have a feeling that because it came from the council and the council could say we've had a complaint from residents, it would have possibly excelled the resolution.
I apologize if I'm crunching. I just need a snack. I have to interrupt and say I love my husband. He's gonna make me a coffee.
Hey, good man.
Oh, which means I'll probably fall asleep in the next half hour.
Well, that would be probably helpful.
Sorry?
That would be helpful in a few ways, right?
Yeah, I need a good night's sleep tonight. I have not slept well this week. Not at all.
Yeah, I'm hoping I don't have really bad insomnia again, because last week I did. And I've got another 10 a.m. appointment tomorrow, but tomorrow's when I actually have to go in person. Last week it got moved to phone appointments, so I just had to answer the phone at 10 a.m. So I didn't even set an alarm, I just let the phone wake me up.
I might get it.
Tell you what though, doing an hour and a half, I think it was an hour and a half long psychology appointment, like counselling session thing, introductory session, over the phone, immediately after waking up on 3 hours sleep, not even getting out of bed. It's quite an interesting way to do it.
So I
didn't even bother getting dressed.
It's interesting, like psychologists. I don't know about the value of a psychiatrist. Like, don't get me wrong, I know they work for some people, but I just don't think they work for me. Because I had to see one about 15 years ago. I was at a very stressful point in a company I used to work for. I effectively was getting stress-induced anxiety, right? It was like I was literally diagnosed with stress-induced anxiety. And I just couldn't. It might have been the psychiatrist I was seeing. I don't know, but I just could not open up to them. I just couldn't. They wanted me to like get angry, and I'm like, why? Why get angry? It's not worth it, sort of thing. I could not. Like my brain just would not. Like they're just like, they're trying to get. I think they're trying to get an emotion out of me. I don't know what it was, but it's interesting seeing it in. I don't think they were, to be honest. Now that I'm seeing how well my kids are handling their sessions. So like the difference in like 3 weeks with Morgan getting like weekly sessions with hers. it's just it's insane. Like she's more like communicative. Like although I must admit, she's still like she still has a little meltdown at the end of things, which is classic AUDHD for girls, where instead of having the meltdown in the middle, they get it done and then they have the meltdown. And I'm like, fair. Yep. But yeah, it's interesting. Oh, sorry, is there a kitty down there? Oh, hello, Arwen. Sorry. Just shove my foot in her face.
You should be angry, but that's not logical. Yep. Intellectualizing emotions.
But it wasn't even that. It was just like, I'm over it. I'm stressed. Yes, I get it. I hated what they did to me, but why bother getting angry? It's not going to change anything.
Yeah. Which
is kind of how I was brought up. So there's a reason my old man hears me and my sister and my mum talking about all the traits of ADHD and autism at the entire dinner table, and my dad goes, "That sounds like me." In his 80s. Oh, that sounds like me. Yeah, Dad, it does.
Well, we love you, as well. But there's people who crap on about how we're now over pathologizing and that's basically everyone or whatever. But what they're not recognizing is that we've literally in the last century made the world so much more traumatizing and exhausting to actually operate in functionally.
The world my dad grew up in, and my dad, as I said, is an older dad. Like he was born. God, 52.
Yep.
No, that's that's not really. Anyway, he was born back then.
Yeah.
But he, like, his mum was like went through like the recession years and surviving after the world wars, all that sort of stuff. So the family was that kind of traumatized. Let's not go there. But even he sort of says the shit that he grew up with is nothing on what the kids have to deal with now.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like,
it's nuts.
But even like, look, I saw this other one. This was a good one that I saw about the internet, and it was this person saying, I don't really want my kids on the internet, but being on the internet, I don't want my kids on the internet unsupervised, but being on the internet unsupervised was the best thing for me. So I can't reconcile that. And someone's response is, the internet you grew up with is not the internet we have today. It doesn't exist in its form,
The internet we grew up on is dead.
But you also see, Martin, I never used to get angry. I just used to write these people into my books and kill them off.
And then murder them viciously.
I have since written them both out, or written them all out, but at the time it made me feel better.
Yeah, look. See, the one time I did that, it backfired spectacularly.
They're not in there now. No, I don't think anyone in my books is based off a real life person.
Oh, mine wasn't based off of a real life person. It was named after one, and then I changed the character, but the name already fit. Like Duck. So now I have a character that I really like that was named after someone I really didn't.
I won't lie.
Hence backfiring.
There was a time in my life. There was a time in my life where I would come home and I would change every monster name in Baldur's Gate 2 to my manager's name and just spend the night destroying the local fauna and flora.
Yeah.
There were times.
I think it's a healthy coping mechanism.
I thought that was a good strategy, to be honest. Why do these chips taste fishy? No, but they taste like they got anchovy oil on them. Ew. Do you know that sort of slight taste?
I hate anchovies with a burning passion.
I love anchovies.
They are the most disgusting.
But not on my chips.
The earth.
My taste buds. I spent last night about 4 hours making my lunch for today. Okay. I say that because I used the slow cooker. So I saw this recipe online. It was like a no water soup. So one of those sort of Asian sort of, you chuck all the ingredients in and you just let it slow cook. And it was like, I decided to do like a chicken and corn soup style thing.
Yeah.
And I did it, and then I got to a point where it was all cooked. Like I pulled the chicken out, I shredded the chicken drumsticks into it, so it was like chicken bits. I put rice in it, let the rice cook, and then I turned them into like noris, the little triangles. So what do you do with a nori? You wrap it in the seaweed wrapper, which I love, the seaweed wrappers. I got to work today and it made me want to gag.
Cool.
I have no idea what's wrong with my taste buds at the moment. I literally wanted to gag on something I have eaten for well over 20 years and enjoyed for years. I don't know why. I don't know if maybe the nori was maybe a little old. Could have been. But it looked fine. It smelled fine. It didn't smell funny. It's just that when I went to eat it, I just wanted to puke it back up again. There is someone in McMurdo 5. Ooh. You have laid the groundwork for me to read. Yeah. I'm talking to Martin. McMurdo series.
Have you got them all?
All the ones released, yes.
Right.
You can read them if you want. They're coming out on audiobook soon.
He's just hoping you don't have to buy more books.
No. He just said pass me the link. So he'll read them. He'll read them. He does like your sci-fi. We did name our son after the main character from The Martian.
Yes.
So
this is true. I
still can't believe I got that by him. I thought I was going to have fun. And I went, let's call him Mark. After Mark from The Martian. And Dad was like, oh yeah, let's do that.
I remember the Morgan debate and just being reminded of Mork and Mindy.
I did think about Mork and Mindy when we came up with the Morgan name, but I won't lie. Yeah. I have wanted to name my daughter. I didn't want kids. Bear in mind, there was very, very many years where I didn't want kids at all. Yet ever since I was a kid, if I had a girl, I wanted to call her Morgan. After the Celtic goddess of death.
Nice.
It just so happens that there's Morgan Stark in the world.
Yeah.
Antarctica?
Sorry?
Is it based around the Antarctica?
McMurdo? Yeah. David just asked if it's based around Antarctica. No, it's based in space. It's a space adventure, but there are links to the McMurdo in the Antarctica. How's that? Like, he knows nothing about your books, and he picked that up. Oh, if we can ever afford to come over to the UK, I'll hit you up for one. To be honest, I would love to go to over to Europe one day in the UK. But yeah, but yeah, no, the Morgan debate was funny. But ever since I was like 14, like, you know, when you go through that phase when you're a teen girl, I don't know about you, Martin, but teen girl, and you get very interested in like all the spiritual shit and the witchy stuff, and you read it all and you get all and that's when I got introduced to Morgan. And I was like, oh, or Morgana to be more accurate, but Morgan being more modern.
Morgana's a pretty sick name, though.
When Martin releases his book in the UK, if he wants the radio spot, let me know.
Who do we know over there in radio?
My cousin.
Your cousin?
My cousin's a radio DJ.
We know a radio DJ in the UK, apparently. Can he promote my book for me? Can he promote my book for me? Hey, I have. It's already out. It's been out for 4 years.
Send him over an audio. Advertising for you.
Forgot about that. See, David's dad was a what do they call him? 10-pound Brit.
Oh yeah, mine was too.
Oh, you're fucking kidding!
10
That
pound
is so
poms.
funny. A DJ in Melbourne. That's funny. Oh dear. No. Do you remember the alley debate where I was trying to find this fucking little mouse toy that was my son's favorite toy, and we figured out that the reason I couldn't find it was I was looking for a mouse and it was like a short-nosed elephant.
Yeah, it was an elephant. I remember that.
We found 4 of the next version of it. It wasn't exactly the same, but it was close enough. So, but it was in UK on UK eBay. And I ended up having to send them to David's aunt so she could post them over to me because they wouldn't send them to an address overseas. But we got them. Although I must admit, we're missing one at the moment. I have no idea what my son's done with it.
I am playing a version of Yarn Chicken because I committed to a pattern. And I thought I had this colour. Then it would seem that I did. So I'm down to the last handful of offcuts and hoping that it's enough for one row. But I'm definitely going to have to join it somewhere in the middle.
Is that pure wool?
Yeah, it's the bottle green colour.
I might have some left over somewhere if you need it. It might be in Morgan's stash.
I think I should get through it, and it's not enough of a big deal pattern-wise to be bothered waiting, if that makes sense.
Can I also just say how insane that is that I recognise the colour not only in this shitty light.
It's practically black.
No, I recognised it as the green.
I
couldn't remember the name, but I recognised what it was.
Yeah, it's the bottle green.
The bottle green. It's
a good colour.
It is. It's a lovely colour.
I'm annoyed that they discontinued that range. That's a good range. Now it's all bloody merino that's
so much
too soft.
It does have. It feels like a son of a bitch.
It's just very slippery and it pills like a shit. Yeah. You know what I had to do last night? Because I got fucking sheets from fucking Kmart that pilled like a motherfucker and then were just sensory nightmare with all the pilling. Had to get a massive kitchen knife and shave the fucking sheets. Luckily it worked.
You know,
oh my God.
Morgan would like that. A mermaid PI. Yes. Morgan would love that. She loves her mermaids.
That reminds me, remember when I had the idea for that series of like unconventional mythical creature spin-off ones and it was H2O just adds slaughter?
Yeah, effectively, yeah. I do vaguely remember it.
Never did get around to writing that yet.
Yeah.
Along with everything
My
else,
main thing was I never like my fantasy series that I have planned. I had this idea where you started off with 4 semi-standalone books, all in the same world, different countries, different stories. Then the 2 main characters from 2 of them will meet, and then and that becomes like, rather than it being like one big book where you have like 4 points of view, and that I was going to do like the 4 books and the 4 different points of view, but I never got around to doing it. I will eventually. You know, when I'm a rich and famous author and I don't have to actually wear myself out working.
Yeah.
She says that with a I am so desperate to start this, but I cannot remember what needle I had.
When I go back up to Bendigo for cat sitting, I'm going to stop at the farm and pick up the desk chair that I had on the way back.
Ooh, yeah.
Because I don't have a desk chair at the moment, and I think I need to set up the actual desk that I've got instead of just using it as dump everything here storage surfaces.
Yeah, I understand.
And I might actually write something. I've written about 2K, I think.
Oh, that's good. That's more than me.
Thing that I'm working on, but
that's more than me at the
nothing
moment.
on books or anything.
No.
Well,
see, my problem is at the moment
sitting in the dentist.
Yeah.
Waiting.
But my actual problem is that most of I'm editing, so there's no word count to discuss. It's just, did I do some editing this week? Yeah. I open the document. We have a hand.
Hello, hand.
The hand says hello. Hello, hand. Love you, hand. The hand brought me coffee.
Oh, very nice.
I forgot how nice this yarn was. I have been putting off starting this project, and because I've got to finish the other ones first, but I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I just really want to start this project. Oh, it feels so good. This is that Wool Army range from Bendigo Woolen Mills. They just released new colours over the Sheep and Wool Festival weekend.
Very nice.
100% Corriedale. What's the one I bought to pair with the what was the other one called? I can't think of it now, but the one I bought to do that Fox on the Run shawl with, and I wanted to make it squared, and I didn't have enough yarn to make it squared, so
yeah.
I just don't know if my hands can handle it at the moment. I haven't even really been knitting much because my hands just get so sore at the moment. Oh, did I tell you what happened about my test for carpal tunnel?
I don't think so, or if you did, I forgot.
I got a text.
There being tests, but
yeah, I got a text from the hospital saying, we have some correspondence in regards to your appointment for this. And I went, okay, cool, I'll look it up. The letter literally said, I'm paraphrasing, we are so busy, we're not going to get to you for months. If you're really that desperate for help, go get private care.
That's right. That's right.
What the fuck? If I could get private, I would not have asked the doctor to send you a referral.
Yeah.
I got a faux white leather office chair about a month before, and I unexpectedly got a cat. Wow.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh
no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear.
Yeah, that's like when you have a cat that sheds white hair and you wear a lot of black clothing.
Hey, every fucking cat sheds white hair, even the black ones.
You know what? That's kind of true. That's very true.
I've had a black cat. Yeah. It's true. I don't know what I've done with my
the other week.
I don't know where my needles are. Fuck it. I'm too tired.
That's a sign it's time to wrap up, I think.
Yeah, I think it is. I can't even find my needles. I need to clean my writer's bureau. I really do. I just need to clean it out, resort everything, because my current limit's my craft like storage. So all the yarns up the top, all the fibers down the bottom, all the like bits and pieces you collect over the years is like shoved into places. But yeah. No worries. Enjoy your lunch. I think we're gonna head off in a minute too. So
yeah, I'm happy to wrap up and then just yap offline for a bit if you want.
yeah. Yep. Sounds good. I am just checking my email. Anyway. Oh yeah, the eclipse. Nice. I hope there's not too many zombies generated from it. Yeah.
I twinged my fucking shoulder and it's really annoying because every now and then I'll just look in the wrong direction and it will pinch.
I was saying to David the other day, as we were going to bed, I went, I don't fucking care how much we get back from our tax return. We're going to get nothing. I can tell you this now. We're going to get nothing. I said, but if there's enough, I need a back massage. I'm going to go pay, someone to just like shove their fist into it. I'm so all up here, back of the lower neck, all across my shoulders, just that like upper back. I just need someone like, I literally need someone to get those cups and just do a cup. So many cups that you can't actually see skin anymore, just to like get the pressure out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
According to Dr. Hans Zelko, formerly of NASA, the unresolved is no cause for alarm. Yeah, but Americans.
Oh god, I wonder if I can make it to the end of this row without having to add another piece on.
Well, no worries. Well, I think we'll call it there. I must admit, I'm a bit tired. So.
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah, nearly 10. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. Yeah, let's call it there. Thanks for the chat. Good luck with the planning.
Pleasure as always.
I will try to get some editing done before the end of the week. I think after tomorrow, regardless of what, as long as they give me something tomorrow, I think I'll be okay. Like, I think that'll help. But I'm also worried that I'm going to get that
and actually complete the process for you.
I mean, this poor kid was literally swinging around in circles in the middle of the appointment. And the pediatrician's like, oh, we don't diagnose on the day. I'm like, yeah, but there's signs. And she's like, yeah, there's signs. And it's like, well, if there's signs, why can't we get a fucking diagnosis? Anyways.
Like 4 stitches left.
Oh, no, you know what you do? Undo a couple of stitches and then redo them because it stretches the yarn.
I've already been doing really tight tension.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, we'll leave Shah to crash out and we'll say goodnight. Thanks for the chat, Martin. See you soon and
so close.
Hopefully we'll get some writing done in the next few weeks. It would be nice.
Yes.
I actually want to edit. I really want to edit. I just don't have the energy for it. Anyways, bye.